Hey, how's it going? For a while now I felt led to do this video. This video's gonna be about what your dreams truly mean, what they truly are, and the fact that most of your dreams aren't from God. But God can still use those dreams in certain ways. Now, of course, there's dreams that God gives us. Occasionally we may get a dream and we'll know it's from God, and you'll know in your spirit it's from God, and you'll know the meaning of it. And most dreams aren't from God. Most are confusing, and a lot of people think that their dream is from God because they have a dream of the end of the world, or because they see a wave hitting a city, so they make false prophecies about it, and they lie because the devil deceived them. Now, there's dreams where Satan can attack or tempt you in certain ways. For instance, in the past, I've had dreams where women would try to seduce me, or they'd succeed in seducing me, and I would lay with them, and there would be dreams where people would feed me and give me something to drink. Now, it's my opinion, and I truly believe that those people in the dreams are actually demons, demonic spirits, who are tempting you, and really it's a test. And God can use it at the same time, because He might be showing you certain things you're struggling with and certain things you need to work on. Like in the past, I would have many dreams of having sperm stolen from me at night, for instance, or having a woman come onto me, and this would show me I would need to work on things like lust, for example. And there's also been dreams where I would get stronger in spirit, and I would instantly recognize that these people were really demons. I would point them out and I would say, hey, wait a second. There was one dream, for example, where I was in a restaurant and there was a group of people on a table, well, at a table. And I pointed at them and said to them, wait a minute, you're not people, you're all demons. And they immediately turned around and looked at me, and their eyes turned black, and their teeth showed. Well, their sharp teeth were exposed out of their mouth, and this started happening as I grew stronger in spirit, and I grew stronger in the Lord. And as I grew stronger, I would even begin to rebuke them in my own dreams. And they would flee, and they'd burn, and it still happens occasionally. And I know for a fact most dreams are actually demonic in nature, and they're actually attacks from the enemy. And as you grow stronger in spirit, you will also be able to fight off these attacks, and you can see in what areas you're weak in. Like maybe you're a glutton, you might eat too much food in the dream, or you might be fed food and you might take it. Or for example, you might have problems with lust if you're always falling in the dream to sexual sin. or anything. It could be anything. Smoking weed, smoking, drinking, whatever. I've had a few different scenarios play out in dreams in my past, throughout my life. And the dream world, I believe, is actually intertwined with the spiritual realm. I believe it's intertwined with the second heaven, and when we sleep, all around us, of course, Satan and his demons, as well as God's angels and Jesus, are around, basically battling at nighttime. There's always a spiritual war going on around you, and we might not be able to see it, but it's there, and sometimes some people see it. But there's this, and sleep paralysis and hypnic jerk is also another form of spiritual night attacks that you might go through. Especially, I've went through it the most probably when I was coming to Christ, when I was coming to Jesus. And I would have, there was one instance I remember where I was laying down at nighttime, and I was half awake and half asleep. I was in that state between sleep and consciousness, or awake, whatever you want to call it. And I remember just partially waking up, feeling paralyzed, like I couldn't move, and seeing the room kind of blurry, but I saw almost a silhouette of a green alien head coming down towards me. It was like those aliens with the big eyes. I saw that green head come towards me, and I was paralyzed, and I believe it was trying to deceive me, because at that same time, the same moment, I was getting thoughts of God isn't real. God isn't real. Aliens made the universe and created everything, and they were basically trying to deceive me and get me to think God wasn't real and they created everything. And there's been many times in the past. Well, there was one time where I felt an ice cold hand touch the side of my head, but it was more my soul, almost. I don't know how to explain, but it wasn't my physical body, and I could feel this ice cold hand touch the side of my head, and I heard demonic whispers at the same time, but I was paralyzed. And the sleep paralysis, of course, where I've partially woken up and I couldn't move, and moments where my arm would move like this and get jerked, or my hand or my leg or whatever. These are all demonic attacks, and if you're going through them, all you need to do is call out on Jesus' name. But you might also need, in fact, you probably do need deliverance from demons. And if you're not born again, you need to give your life to Jesus Christ, and you need to turn from your sin, because these attacks really won't stop until you do. Well, you won't feel much torment from them, because they still might happen occasionally after you're born again, but it's not really torment. They'll just try to annoy you and try to mess with you because you're a child of God, and the enemy loves nothing more than to try to attack a child of God, so he's gonna attack you. But it won't be torment like before you were saved. When like when I was coming to Jesus and I had it almost every night, and I was in fear and I was tormented because I really wasn't born again yet, but I was coming to Jesus. So, anyway, I hope this video helps somebody who's going through any type of demonic dreams or demonic night attacks of any sort. I went through it, and I know how it is, and it's normal, and you're not crazy for thinking this is happening to you. You're going through demonic attacks, and many people in the world just think it's a medical problem and you need medication or you're nuts, and it's actually spiritual in nature, and these people are lost and don't know what they're talking about. But yes, I've gone through it, so if you need help or you got any questions about it, feel free to hit me up and just ask any questions, or you can contact me anyway. Have a blessed day. I'll talk to you later.